Welcome student, welcome to my tutorial. I am Bidu Sankara, your computer teacher. Let's back to our school. I hope you are doing well at your home. Our book name is Linux Based Cloud. Let's read our first chapter. The chapter name is Evolution of Computer. So, what is written here? Learning in this chapter. What we have learned in this chapter? Okay, means what are the things we'll learn in this chapter. Let's have a look here. History of computer, computing devices, generation of computer, types of computer. Okay, first we'll read history of computer. Okay, every aspect of our lives in this present era has been influenced by the most advanced machine known as computer. Initially, computers were used only by scientists and engineers for complex calculation and were very expensive nowadays. Computers can be afforded by small organizations and even by individuals. Computers have now become basic needs because of their use at almost every workplace. Computers are extensively used in banks, hospitals, media, and entertainment industries, schools, homes, space technology and research, railways, airports, and so on. Okay. The term computer is derived from the word compute, which means to calculate, but a computer is not limited to perform only calculation. A computer is a versatile device that can handle different applications at the same time. Okay. Do you know how a computer came into existence? The present day computer is entirely different from the earlier devices that were invented for doing calculation. Let us glance through the major milestones in the journey leading to the evolution of present day of computer. Okay, first we will read history of computer. The need to keep a track of numbers lead to the invention of the different calculating device. Right from abacus, the first counting device, many devices were invented leading to the development of computer. Means the abacus is the first calculating device. Okay, see from apes or chimpanzee to the human beings, and they are using the computers. Okay, the modern technology. How the apes are evolved into human beings. It takes billions of years. Okay, like this, computers are day by day they are becoming advanced. Okay, in technology. Next read computing devices. 3000 BC abacus means abacus was introduced before 3000 BC. Abacus was the first mechanical device for the calculation developed in China. Everything is in China. Okay, it was made up of a wooden frame with rods, each having beads. The frame is divided into two parts. It's called heaven and earth. See, this is your abacus. This upper part is known as heaven, then lower part is known as earth. Each rod in heaven has two beads, and each rod in earth has five beads. So here two beads, here five beads. Each rod. These are the rods. Okay. It was used for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So abacus is used for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. Next. Go to the next page. Pascal adding machine, or we can say it is a Pascaline. Okay. Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, invented the first mechanical calculator at the age of 19 in the year 1642. Okay. So Blaise Pascal, who was a French mathematician, he was invented the Pascaline. Pascaline is a calculator. Okay, in the age of 19, when he was age of 19, he was invented these things. In which year? 1642. Okay. It used gears, wheels and dials. Number were displayed by rotating the wheels. It was capable of performing addition and subtraction. Okay. The gear principle was further employed in many mechanical calculators. Taximeter is the perfect examples of a mechanical calculator. So Pascalines was able to do what type of operation? Addition and subtraction. Okay. Next, Leibniz calculator. Leibniz, the former German mathematician, improved on Pascal's machine in 1671. Leibniz calculator was a mechanical device. Okay. Apart from performing addition and subtraction, the Leibniz calculator could even do multiplication, division and square roots. So this is the picture of Leibniz calculator. So it performed the what type of calculation? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and also square root. Okay. So Leibniz have Leibniz what invented this calculator. So the name is Leibniz calculator. Okay. Next, Charles Babbage. As you know that Charles Babbage is our father of computer. Okay. Charles Babbage, a British mathematician, is considered as the father of computers. He invented a working model of mechanical computer called the difference engine in 1822 and the analytical engine in 1833. The analytical engine had 5 units: input, output, stores, meals and control. Okay. These units work like the modern computers. All the computers which are used nowadays are based on it. Store was used for storing the data and meal was the calculating unit. Control unit was used for supervising all the units. So the Charles Babbage invented what? Difference engine and analytical engine. Difference engine in 1822 and analytical engine in 1833. For this invention, he was known as father of computer. Okay. So he has also introduced different type of units. So these are input, output and stores and meal and control. Okay. Nowadays these things are these things are used in our computer. Means input unit, output, stores, yes or no? Then processing unit. Okay. Then Augusta Ada Lovelace. Okay. Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace was an English mathematician and writer, chiefly known for her work on Charles Babbage analytical engine. She is considered as the first programmer. So she is considered as the first programmer who suggested binary data stored, means 0 and 1. As you know that computer only know the machine language. Machine language means computer can understand only on and off. On means 1 and off means 0. It is known as binary digit. Okay. 2 digits are there, 0 and 1 only. Whatever you will enter to the computer only converted into binary form, means 0 and 1. If you type 100, it will convert it into 0 1 form. Okay. If you type 121, again it will convert into 0 1 form. Okay. Instead of decimal number system. Okay. Next. Okay. One thing, on the right side you can see the pictures are there. Okay. You just read for this your general knowledge. You have to read all these things and remember. Okay. Next, George Boole. George Boole was an English mathematician. He solved mathematical problems by reducing them to a series of positive or negative questions and linked them with the binary system. It resulted in 1 for positive answer and 0 for negative answer. This system, known as the Boolean logic, become the fundamental principle for the design of computer circuits. Okay. So he was the inventor of Boolean logic formula or concept. Basing upon this concept, the circuits are designing nowadays, intelligent circuits. okay, which are attached to your motherboard of computer. Okay, next, Dr. Herman Hollerith. Herman Hollerith, an American statistician, invented a machine called tabulating machine. It was capable of reading data, processing it, and giving the desired output. The input was given through punch card. The punch card were used to record and store data or information. Tabulating machine. See, this is the picture of tabulating machine. As you know that there is ATM card is there. Okay, we are using the ATM card to withdraw the money. Yes or no? Do you know that we can use the SBI ATM card to withdraw the money from ICICI Bank? Okay, how this is possible? This is possible because of the what multi accessibility server. Okay, it means that you have that ATM card. Within that ATM card there is a magnetic strip is there. Okay, within that magnetic strip your account number, your data are inserted. Okay, when you are going to insert in the particular bank, what is the work for this? It just check whether you are a valid customer or not, then the information match, then you can able to withdraw the money, okay, in any of the bank. Understood or not? So this type of card you are using. So in that time, okay, at that time what they are doing, they are using a punch card, okay, for storing the data and information. So Dr. Herman Hollerith, he has introduced tabulating machine. Tabulating machine can able to read the punch card information. Okay. Then John von Neumann. John von Neumann. A modern type of computer came into existence with John von Neumann's development of software written in binary code. I am talking now. This is binary code, which the computer understands only binary code, means 0 and 1. 0 means off, 1 means on. Okay. It was von Neumann who started the practice of storing data and information in binary code in memory. He also initiated the use of memory to store data as well as program. Neumann joined hand with Pritzker Eckert, American electrical engineer, and John Macaulay, American physicist, in a consulting role, and EDVAC was built using binary code in 1950. So EDVAC is one of the computer who was invented by both the scientists in 1950. Okay, then EDVAC's concept of storing different programs on punch card lead to the advancement of computers that we know today. Okay, next, Howard Aiken. Howard Aiken was the primary engineer in IBM. IBM full form is International Business Machine, who developed the first automatic sequence controlled calculator, the Mark I, in 1944. It was capable to execute long computation automatically. Okay, Mark was invented by Howard Aiken. Okay, next, in the right side, as you can see, these are the pictures. Okay, you just read it. This is for your general knowledge. You have to remember all this. Okay, next, ENIAC. Full form is Electronic Numerical Integrated and Computer. Okay, this is the picture of ENIAC. See how big is it? ENIAC, the first general purpose electronic digital computer, was invented by John Macaulay and J. Pritzker Eckert in 1946. It consisted of 18,000 vacuum tubes and was thousands times faster than the Mark I. Vacuum tube was the technology used at that time. Okay, in that this type of computer, any type of computer, vacuum tubes are used. it could add two large number in 200 microseconds. See how fast is it? It is faster than Mark 1. Yes or no? Then UNIVAC 1, Universal Automatic Computer. Okay. UNIVAC 1 was the world first commercially available computer. It was also designed by J. Presper, Cret and John Macquarie in 1951. It was the first computer to handle both numeric and text data. It was also the first computer to come equipped with magnetic tape and unit it to and it and to use buffer memory. Okay, so this is your UNIVAC one. It was also developed by J. Presper, Cret and John Macquarie. Next generation of computer. There are actually five generations are there. Let's read. Evolution of the present day computer is commonly classified into generations of computer. Each new generation resulted in the following changes. What are the changes? Uh, Increase in speed, storage capacity and reliability, and decrease in cost and size. Okay, in earlier time the computer costs are very costly. Okay, but nowadays day by day it is going to cheap. Yes or no? uh, First generation, here it is in you can see the table generation or period, uh, cir circuitry, and then data input operation, data output operation, external storage, language, then examples. Okay, these are the examples of computer. At that time, the computers are used. First generation computer, 1942 65. Okay, what are the technology used? Vacuum tubes. Okay, what they are using for input purpose? Punch cards. For output, punch card as the main storage medium assembly. Okay, then magnetic uh, tapes are used for external storage. Machine and assembly language are used at that time. Okay, then UNIVAC, ENIAC, then advanced computers are used in this generation. And second generation, what are the technology used? Transistor. Means these are the technology used in these type of computers. Okay, then punch card, magnetic tapes, punch cards, magnetic tapes, and this is what is this language? Fortran, COBOL, BASIC, PL1. Okay, these are the language used at that time. Then IBM 1400 and 700 series, IBM 350s. These computers are used in this type of generation. Then third generation, what are the technology used? Integrated circuits means IC chips. Okay, chips are incorporated in that computer. What are the input device used? Keyboard, output device, monitor, then storage device, magnetic disk. Disk have come in this generation. It's 1964 to 71. This is the third generation. What are the languages are used? Sophisticated OS were used. Physical, Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, RPG. These are the language used. What are the computers are used? IBM. System 360, Apple 1, then Altair. These are the computers used in this generation. Next, fourth generation. Fourth generation is from 1972 to present. Okay, what are the technology used? Microprocessor or VLSI means very large scale integration circuits. Okay, what are the technology used we know? Then input. What are the input we are using? Keyboards, mouse. Okay, scanners, etc. Then monitors, printers, speakers as output device. Okay, then magnetic disk with higher capacity. Use of special software for maintaining large database like RDBMS, C++ in 1985. So these are the languages used. RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. They are the softwares used. Okay, then IBM PC in 1980, then Apple Macintosh in 1984. These computers are used at that time. Okay, now fifth generation. Now we are in fifth generation. We are moving towards the fifth generation. What are the things? What are the technologies we are using now? Artificial intelligence means AI. Have you heard the word AI? If you are purchasing a new mobile phone, there is a written something that AI camera means that is artificial intelligence. What are the technology used? Optical fibers technology to handle artificial intelligence capacity, think and reason. Okay, then here it is not mentioned anything because it is in developing stage. Okay, what are the languages used? Understand human speech, recognize patterns like face and other complex images. Okay, it means that here we are using face recognition, pattern recognition. In mobile phone, you generally see that there is a password in pattern password. Yes or no? And you can also give your face recognition hmm, to unlock your devices. So these are fifth generation technology, means artificial intelligence. Okay, the computer, the mobiles are able to recognize you. Okay, next type of computers. There are different type of computers with respect to size, speed, storage, capacity and cost. Computers can be classified into the following types: microcomputer, then mini computer, then mainframe computer, supercomputer. Okay, let's read one by one. Microcomputer. These computers are small in size and costless. They are usually designed for personal use, therefore they are also called personal computers. They are mainly used in homes, schools, office, shops, banks, etc. These computers are given different name according to their uses. Okay, examples: Commodore 64, then IBM PC. Okay, then microcomputers are again divided into three types: desktop computer, laptop computer, and palm-top computer. Palm-top computer are two types: tablet and mobile. Let's read one by one. Desktop computer. These computers are designed to fit comfortably on top of your desk. Okay, desktop computers typically come in several units such as monitor, CPU, keyboard, uh, and mouse, which are connected to each other and work like a single unit. Laptop computers. These computers are small in size and can be placed on the lap. These are battery operated and portable. Laps means गोदी गोदी में रखने से वो laptop. Okay, if you keep on the desk, it is desktop. Okay, then tablet computers. These computers are small and lighter than laptop computer. Common tablets have 7-inch or 10-inch screen. Tablets can be used to browse the web, play games, send emails, listen to music, watch movies, view photos, read e-books and so on. To start any application, simply tap on its icon. So these are the types of microcomputers. Okay, next go to mini computers. These computers are bigger in size than microcomputers. They have higher processing speed and are costlier than microcomputers. Okay, these computers are capable to support 4 to about 200 users simultaneously. They are used in banks, universities, and in any other big organization. Example PDP-8. Okay, see, this is the picture of mini computer. Then mainframe computers. Okay, what is written there? These computers are very powerful. They are big in size with a large memory and high speed. They are designed to tackle huge amount of data. More than 100 users can use a mainframe computer simultaneously. These computers are used in network environment. Okay, mainframe computers are very expensive and are used in large business organizations, universities, banks, scientific laboratories, airlines, and railways ticket reservation, stock exchange, markets, etc. What are the examples? IBM Z series, PDP-10, and system Z10. Then move to supercomputers. Okay, they are the most powerful computers with a high processing speed. These computers are used for weather forecasting, space research, satellites control, etc. These are the examples: Cry 1, Cry 2, Param, ETA, A10, Sunway, Taihul Light. So this is the picture of supercomputer. Okay. Next, what we have learned in this chapter. Recap. Let's recap it. Charles Babbage is considered as the father of computer. He invented difference engine in 1822 and analytical engine in 1833. Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace was the first programmer. ENIAC was the first general purpose electronic digital computer invented in 1946. UNIVAC 1 was the first computer to handle both numeric and text data. Computers are categorized into 4 types with respect to their speed, storage capacity, size, and cost. The 4 types of computers are microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer, and supercomputer. Okay, let's. In the right side, you just see it, all these things, and you have to remember these are for your general purpose. Okay, general knowledge. I just read all these things. Train the brain. Okay, some questions are there. You have to solve all the question. If you read the books or you watch the tutorial, you can able to solve all these things. Fill in the blanks. You have to choose from the hints. Then state true or false. Then match the following A and B columns. Then application based questions are there. If you don't have book, you just pause the video. Okay, you note down all the questions on your copy. Okay, you just write on your copy the answer. Okay, if you have books, you write the answer in your book. Next, section B, multiple choice questions are there, then one sentence answer questions are there. Okay, you just try to solve all these things. Okay, and you just pause the video, you can able to see all the questions and note it down on your copy. Next, some activities are there. If you have computer, you can do the practice at your home. Okay. So as you know that these pandemic situations are going on, so when the schools will open, you have to do all the practicals on your computers. Okay. So this time you just do the practice at your home. Next. This is last activities. This is okay. So enjoy the tutorials. Okay, thank you.